In today's lesson, you will learn the difference between the simple present tense and the present continuous tense, which is also called the present progressive tense. Now you know the simple present tense, right? What is the formula? So it is subject plus first form of the verb plus s or es, which is used with subjects like he, she or it and the object. Alright, don't forget do or does will be used for negative and interrogative sentences in simple present tense, or in other words present indefinite tense. Now both of these tenses are basic tenses. Okay, they are basic tenses. As we know, simple present tense or present definite tense is used for repeated actions, habits or routines. When I say repeated actions or habits or routines, that means something which is a habitual action or which is done regularly, and something which is a universal truth sentence. A universal truth sentence. What is universal truth sentence? Something that is true in the universe and then which you or I cannot change. That is a simple present tense. Alright? Now present continuous tense on the other hand is used for something happening at the time of speaking. That means at this very moment. The action is not finished. Alright? Now for example, I am teaching grammar. So am teaching is the present continuous tense. I have started teaching and I am still continuing. That is, it is still continuing at this moment. That is present continuous tense. Now let me give you some examples. I can say, I may say, I am a builder. I am a builder, so what do I do? I build houses. I am a builder indicates that my profession is building. Alright? So I build houses. So this is present indefinite tense or simple present tense, because the word here is subject plus first form of the verb plus object. It indicates my profession. It is something that I do, alright, to earn my living. So that is a simple present tense, or in other words, present indefinite tense. But I may also say, I am building a house. When I say I am building a house, here am is the auxiliary verb or the helping verb, which is used with the main verb build plus ing to indicate that the action is going on at the moment, at the present moment, present time. Alright, this is present continuous tense, which is going on now, which is being performed now. I think that is clear. That is the difference between present indefinite tense and present continuous tense. As we said, we use the present continuous tense to describe a temporary situation. I am building a house is a temporary situation. This is not something which is going to last forever, alright, or which is going to last for a long time. It is an action which is being performed at the moment. Alright. I could also say she is living in London. That means she is living in London at the moment. She is learning English, alright. These are present continuous tense sentences. So we use the simple present tense or the present definite tense to say that something is true or untrue in general. Alright? True or untrue in general. I may say the sun rises in the morning. That is a universal truth sentence, right? It is a universal truth sentence. So it is something that indicates an action that happens regularly. The sun rises in the morning. That is present definite tense. So on the other hand, again, we use the present continuous tense to talk about changes, developments, and trends. Changes, developments, and trends. How do we use that? We say the earth is changing. Alright, that's present continuous tense. Alright, due to global warming. When I say the earth is changing due to global warming, that is, it keeps on changing regularly. Alright, it keeps on changing regularly. It has started changing and it is still changing. So that is present continuous tense, a situation which is going on, which has started in the past and is still going on in the present. That is the difference between simple present tense and present continuous tense. But one thing that I should tell you is, when we talk about simple present tense or present indefinite tense, we should not forget that when it is changed to a question, for example, he learns Hindi. He learns Hindi. Subject plus learn plus S or ES depending on the subject, okay? Plus object. Now S or ES will be used when the subject is, S or ES will be used when the subject is third person singular, he, she or it. When I say he, it can also mean Moya, Dinga, Liana, right? She, Moi, Dingi, Liani, it, the sun, the rain, the pen. Alright, so this is present definite. He learns English. So I have added S here to show that the subject is present definite tense. It is an action that goes on regularly, that is done regularly by him. Alright, so he learns English. When I change this to negative, this learns will not be used anymore. What shall we use? Negative. He does not learn Hindi. Oh, not English, Hindi. He does not learn Hindi. So when I change this into an interrogative sentence or into a question, what do I have? The same thing, but changes of the places of the words. So this will come in the beginning. Does. Now we do no longer need S. Does he learn Hindi? Question mark. This is how the present definite tense is used in sentences when it comes to question and when it comes to declarative sentence. Alright, negative. I think you understood, right? Let me give you another example. Mommy goes to school regularly. I have written it a bit crookedly. Mommy goes to school regularly. This is present indefinite tense because we have a sentence which tells us that the action is being performed regularly, alright, till today. So, mommy is the subject, goes is the verb. Go is the verb with es because the subject is now third person singular, she. Okay, mommy goes to school regularly. So when we change this to again negative, what do we have? Mommy, look. This will change into es will change into does, right? Then we have not. Then we have only the word go to school regularly. Let us change it into interrogative. We'll bring this forward. Does mommy go to school regularly? So this is how we change the present definite tense, declarative sentence into negative and into interrogative. Interrogative means questions. I think it is clear, right? So you may wonder, you may find some difficulty in the uses of S or ES when it comes to present definite tense sentence, because in present indefinite tense, present indefinite tense, which is also called simple present tense, which is also called simple present tense. Here, the formula of the present definite tense is what? What is the formula of the present definite tense? Let us see. The formula right here, okay, is subject plus first form of the verb. When we say first form of the verb, it means the main verb, the base verbs, the principal verbs, whatever you call it, like go, speak, sing, play, take. Alright, these are the first form of the verbs. Plus, here this is important, S or ES. Now S or ES will not always be used with the first form of the verb for every subject. No, not at all. S or ES will be used when the subject or the doer of the action is right to be used with he, she, or it plus object. Alright? Object. Now this is the formula of the present indefinite tense. What you have to know is another one. You will use do, the word do or does for negative. Negative means not. I do not tell lies. I do not drink tea, okay? For negative, and interrogative means questions. Interrogative sentences. I have just shown you the examples. Alright? He learns English. He does not learn English. Does he learn English? So do, does. Does is used because the subject is he. Alright? So this is the formula of the present indefinite tense or simple present tense. What you should know is S or ES will be used for habitual action or universal truth when the subject is he, she, or it. Alright? The sun gives us heat. It also gives it, right? It also gives us light. So S or ES. Understand? The sun sinks below the horizon. Sinks. It goes down below the horizon. The horizon is that place where the sun and the sky seems to meet the earth. Alright? Alright. Now, I think you are clear on this, right? The earth is a big magnet. It revolves, alright? It revolves around the sun. Liana is a good boy. He studies, S-T-U-D-I-E-S, studies very hard. He works very hard, alright? Okay, anyway. So I've shown you some examples. Now what about the present continuous tense? Present continuous tense, we have, under present continuous tense, we have, the formula is subject, I write it short, plus is, am, or are, plus first form of the verb, plus ing, plus object. I have just explained. Mother is cooking for the family. She is cooking at the moment. She is cooking now. Understand? She is cooking now. She is cooking at the moment. That is present continuous tense. Miss is teaching grammar. Teaching is present continuous tense because that is an action that is happening now. Alright? So I think from there you can know the difference between the present definite tense and the present continuous tense. There are many tenses. These tenses are important because they are the ones that will help you to speak at a higher level, especially in English. Alright, in English, you will be able to speak at a higher level once you come to know about all these tenses. We have present definite tense. Under present definite tense alone, we have 4 different forms. Present definite tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. Likewise, in the past tense, we have 4 different forms. In the future tense as well, we have 4 different forms, which we shall learn in the days to come. Alright? So those are those 2 tenses are the ones that I wanted to point out to you today. Don't forget, present indefinite tense is used for an action that is habitual or performed as a habit. It may be once a year, it may be twice a year, it may be once a week, it may be every day. Like our family, my family goes to Shimla every year, every winter. So it is once a year, but it happens regularly, alright? It happens regularly. So that is our habitual action. That is present definite tense. Do you get it? That is our habit, alright? Again I may say, many people go for a morning walk. Go is the present definite tense, alright? It is an action that had started in the past, that had begun in the past, but which is still performed, which is still done till today. So that is a habitual action of many people. You may not go to for a morning walk. I may not go for a morning walk, but many people do. So that is the habit of many people. That is a habitual action. Again, if I say the sun rises in the east, you cannot just say let the sun rise in the west. No, it will keep on rising in the east, just as it rises every morning, right? The sun does not rise in the evening, it rises in the morning. So that is something which you cannot change, which I cannot change. That is universal truth. So for habitual actions, for repeated actions, routines, habits, and for universal truth, we use the present indefinite tense. Whereas present continuous tense is used for an action that is going on at the moment, that is going on now. Alright? We are sitting in the class. Our sitting is the present continuous tense because it is happening now. Alright, so that is the difference. I think that will be all. In the next class we shall take more of the tenses, which is very important. As I always say in the class, tenses are just like the brain. Well, you know what? The brain controls the different parts of the body, right? It tells the hand to pick up something. It tells the hand to put something inside your mouth. It tells the mouth to chew the food. So every order comes from the brain. Just like that, in the same way, the different parts of grammar, the different parts, prepositions, or whatever the different parts of speech are all controlled by tenses. As long as you know tenses, you will never be weak in English. Alright, so tenses, the chapter tenses is a very important chapter in English grammar. So listen well and practice wherever and whenever you can. Alright, that will be all for now. Thank you.